Hello Virgos, and welcome to your August 2021 reading. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you're interested in an extended reading, that is available in the link box below. Should you be coming upon this video on any other time other than August, please know that a lot of times these messages can vibrate throughout time without any sort of limitation. So take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're beginning with the card Heart Chakra. I'm feeling that some of you have been experiencing a bit of a heartache. And although that this initially comes across as relationship oriented for a good many of you, that's not how it is across the board. For some of you, this applies in other areas. So there are things that you are working for, things that you're striving for, connections you have been making, hopes and dreams that you had been focused on, and it's not going as you had hoped, planned, desired, or thought you were working towards. And so there's an overall sense of heartache, disappointment that you feel within your heart chakra, almost to the point of making you start to doubt yourself, doubt your connection, doubt your intuition, doubt your just overall, all the things that you have done up to this point. I'm being told to let you know that sometimes we don't see things from the bigger picture. We're very limited while we're here on this realm as to our perception. Sometimes we can get insight. Sometimes we can connect in a way that allows us to see it from the eyes of those who guide us, or from the perspective of the void. But still, our ability to see it in its wholeness is still limited by our filter of being a human. So even when we get to see it in all of its raw opportunity and perspective, we still suffer from the human filter, and that's what influences how we interpret what we see. So they're just letting you know, don't get disheartened. You've been on the right path, and anytime that you may have gotten to a point where you realized that you had taken a turn that wasn't what you were guided, you corrected it. That's what you want to focus on. You want to focus on every time you followed your intuitive guidance, because that is what you need to kind of, I hate to say it, but it's what you need to cling to for support and encouragement. You have many opportunities or many memories in your mind of all the times where your intuition guided you, you followed it, and it actually came out how it was supposed to. You're supposed to hold on to that, to continue to encourage you and let you know, even though things don't look as you envisioned, it's still all part of a bigger plan. Keep following your intuition. Keep following how you are guided. We're following with the time card, and I feel like that's really tapping into and continuing that conversation regarding having the human filter that plays a part in how we interpret what we see. So even when we get the opportunity to connect to the Akashic record, connect to the void, or connect with someone in the spirit realm that we utilize as a means of communication and conversation regarding the bigger picture, no matter how much we can tap into that, and we do have the opportunity to see, we still have the human filter interpreting what it is that we see. And so they're really letting you know to remember that, and remember that sometimes things that seem discombobulated and disconnected, they actually in time will come together. The pieces will come together when they are supposed to. Sometimes different things happen and it seems scattered as far as when they get highlighted or when they happen. And it just seems like there's no way that they're going to connect at any point in time. There's no reference or visible means of how it's going to come together. But in time, those dots will be connected somehow. The tributaries will eventually flow into each other in some way. Other puzzle pieces will come up and connect. However, whatever analogy or visual imagery you need with that, that's what I'm trying to give you, as far as just to let you know, even when things look like they're not connected, they are. So just continue on following your guidance. Be encouraged by previous guidance you've received in your life that has actually that you have validation from personal experience, knowing I was guided with this, so therefore I did it, and this was the end result, and it was good. That's the kind of thing, those are the conversations you're supposed to be having with yourself as you move forward. Queen of Swords is continuing that line of thought about how you need to just kind of take control of your thoughts, and you need to focus them on the things that you know are going to be supportive and encouraging, that feed and nurture that perspective that you have been guided in the past. And by following that guidance, it has led you exactly where you needed to be, exactly when you needed to be, wherever that was. You need to focus on that. You need to take control of your thoughts, take control of that narrative, that dialogue, be in control of it. And while you're in control of it, control it in such a way that is nurturing, loving, tender, and providing fertile grounds for healthy thoughts, and providing fertile grounds for you to be able to continue to be open for continued guidance and intuitive direction. Six of Wheels is what we have finally, and I feel that this is letting you know that there's a give and take. And I feel that this message is a little further deeper into the month of August, that overall sense of give and take as far as with your guides, with whoever you commune with. So whatever connection you have with the spirit realm, the give and take portion, I get an overall sense is that you need to be a little more quiet in your sessions with them. It's not right now, the balance of communication is that they need to speak, you need to listen. Essentially, they got things that they want to say to you, but you're getting kind of almost distracted by your interpretation of events, and therefore your interpretation of how things are going, and your interpretation of how you think things are going to end up, your interpretation of the trajectory of the events that are happening. And they're letting you know that even though you are coming and you are being quiet and you're listening, they have more to say than you're giving them time to say. They have more to say than you have allotted or given them to speak. So they're just saying that there is a give and take, and there is definitely times where you need to speak. They want to hear what you have to say, and you need to be taking action. But right now, as far as this situation is concerned, they're essentially letting you know that you need to give them more time to speak. And that includes times of silence. I'm just being reminded of times where sometimes you're with somebody and no one speaks, but you have the comfort that happens in that silence when you're with someone who you feel very safe and secure, and you don't feel like you need to fill it with small talk. This is what the Six of Wheels is really talking about, that give and take relationship. And you're at a point in the relationship, you're at a point in time right now where you need to give them more time to speak, and you need to give them more time where you're both there's just silence, and you're resting in that feeling, that time period, that environment, that atmosphere. All right, Virgos, that is all I have for you right now as far as the month of August. Be sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising signs for a more well-rounded perspective. And if you would like to check out the extended version of this reading, it is available in the description box below for a small fee. Other than that, I hope you find a wonderful, powerful, empowering time in the month of August for your soul. And hopefully I will see you in a future video.